Okay, we need to talk about this artist named Gomiwaan. She's been accused of using AI, and I found this over on X the other day. And this is a 27-page document, so it's literally like a novel about this person. And before we even get into it, don't send hate to them, but this is about transparency in your process. Because she's admitted to using AI and then publicly says that she hates it. But she sells stuff on Vgen, so let's get into it. She's an artist from Turkey, and that community is pretty small, and it is transcended over to English speakers. So we're gonna show. I'm gonna show you the first TM where she openly admits that she does use it in her process. As you can see right here, someone goes, "Gomi, are you using AI as a reference for your art?" And this was December 30th, 2024. And she replies, "I do sometimes, yes, but I draw them again with my own two hands. I don't like taking them as literal references." But that seems to be untrue in my experience. So the document came from a person named Ruru, and this started over in 2025, and this person is the owner of the document. So before I show you and we talk a little bit more about it, their messages are in Turkish, but the person who did the Google Doc translated them into purple. So it says some parts are blurred due to privacy of third parties and to not bring up the past drama that has already been settled. So she says, "Gomi joined my Discord server around the start of October 2025. Shortly after, some of my members messaged me privately to warn me about her AI usage and her past drama, since I don't allow Gen AI in my server. I didn't want to assume things, so I took a good look at Gomi's artworks and then decided it was best to ask her directly than to jump to conclusions." So right here it says translation of what I asked. Ruru, 3 things were brought up to me, and the people who brought them up will remain anonymous to avoid creating drama. I think they mentioned these issues because they became worried when they saw that you joined my server and they felt they needed to warn me. The last issue is that you claim to trace AI. Of course, there's no proof of that, and proving it is almost impossible these days. It's because both Clip Studio and Procreate have a feature to hide the reference layer when speed painting. I looked over your drawings a bit, even though we follow each other, but I've never actually stalked your drawings before. And personally, I found a few drawings to be suspicious, which is why I wanted to ask you. If you want, I can show you reasons why my suspicions for those drawings, and we can discuss it more in detail. And her reply was, "The AI tracing issue also arose because I was heavily referencing. I'm constantly sharing how I draw in the process anyway, and I stopped referencing heavily quite a while ago." Since she claims she stopped heavily referencing quite a while ago, I showed her some of her recent illustrations that I found suspicious. So this was her banner. She deleted this art post after this conversation, but she still uses it as her banner on Patreon. So right here, you know what, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Here's the image that is her banner without my model over it. And then as you scroll down a little bit, you can see right here that it doesn't seem to match. It seems to have a skill gap issue. If she can draw all this, why can't she draw down here? And there's a glaring issue right here, right? And she goes, "I raised my concerns about how her anatomy knowledge and color skills didn't match. Some parts like feet and hands are drawn messily, despite the rest of it having pretty good anatomy. This is common with AI tracer users. Her art skills also suddenly spiked after some point. This led me to believe that these art pieces weren't the only ones referenced, but one-to-one or traced." So it has September 2024 to December 2024, 3 months later. So right here is her image beforehand. And now, this is the thing. I didn't even have to look to know this is some AI shit. I already knew. This to this in 3 months, shut the fuck up. I do not believe whatsoever that she went from this to this. Like, maybe if some of the lasting parts of her style was there, because the way she draws hands here and the way she draws hands here is very, very different. Because I don't know what it is. AI has a thing where it draws very delicate, weird, bony hands, like bony man hands. And from here to here, I think the only thing she did was maybe adjust so her style, the style of how she does eyes and eyebrows hung over, because even the way that she does hair is different. It's complete. I don't believe that you can just speed over and do this in 3 months. That's impossible. And then here's another one where you could see clearly here. This hand is, for one, it's missing a finger, but she's able to draw all this detailed clothing and sheen and all. She's able to do all that, but she can't draw this hand? Girl, stop. Ruber says that artists will probably understand that the drawing above, now deleted, has pretty good anatomy overall, yet the same level of skill doesn't apply to the hand. This is an issue common in her drawings. She also came to my server a couple times to share her screen while drawing to prove herself, but she never sketched something from scratch. It was always something that was already drawn or halfway colored. That was the thing that was with the tiny bee person that I did last week. She then sent me a speed paint as proof, but the speed paint didn't have a sketch and she drew things mostly without guidelines. For example, drawing the lines for legs without a guide, and then other similar things. It was not very convincing, as you can just hide the reference there and pretend like you drew it. But this is where it comes in, where people can start telling that your speed paint isn't going to be enough. And that's why people do performative speed paints, where they pretend to draw a bunch of bullshit on screen so they can have proof that at some point they were doing the guidelines because they know they're supposed to be doing them. But the thing is that the guidelines that they're creating is not at the skill set of which they are trying to portray themselves. I don't believe some scraggly ass, nasty ass, shitty ass looking like Scrapple, whatever, is actually going to become a fully fledged, super detailed, super delicate, super line art piece. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I just can't believe it. It's too fantastical for me. Like, me, I would not say that I'm a professional person, but when you look over my own speed paints, you can tell that it's not perfect, and it's like trimming down, right? You're like, when you start a sketch, you're literally throwing the fat at the wall and then trying to make something out of it. And then over time you cut and you trim and you cut and you trim. And these people are just doing this scraggly ass shit that don't make no sense. And I know there's going to be people up in my audience saying, well, I don't even sketch. Okay, well then you're probably one of those super high level artists that don't need to sketch no more. You can just start drawing and just do it. There's people that do it, but they're professional level, top of their field type shit. This girl who's been doing just commissions and shit, no, she ain't. Have a little nuance. Anyway, you can see right here where it goes from these two speed paints here are, well, sorry, not these two speed paints. This speed paint right here is kind of, where's the rest of it? How does she know what to do? She doesn't have the skill to do what she's claiming. I then showed her art on the right, saying that drawing something like this requires a lot of skill, and people who draw and color like she did on the left cannot draw like the right picture too at the same time. These two drawings are a few months apart despite there being a huge skill gap. Here's this one. This is August 8, 2025, which is like, okay. And this, you want me to believe that this and this are 2 months, roughly 2 months apart? I don't even know if I could show this. Well, it's mostly covered. It's just hips and some breasts part. I don't know if I could show this. Well, we'll see what happens. She then kept insisting that she knows how to draw, arguing she has traditional art she can show. Okay, so here's this back and forth here. It's Ruru says, I repeat, this isn't about not being able to draw. That's why it's harder to distinguish when artists use it. But for example, when we go back to look at your gallery, there aren't any anatomy drawings like this or even close to it. It's as if suddenly you drew it so well, especially when you go back to before the year AI became widespread. The drawings look quite different. It might be one of those drawings that you heavily referenced, as you said. It might be referenced from AI. And then she goes, yes, I'm referencing AI. I'm fed up with these VPN things. I don't even know why that's like I'm fed up with these VPN things. Here she admits to referencing AI for her work again. She doesn't disclose this on her Vgen or any of her socials. It's well known that using AI in any way is not accepted by Vgen. She's also sells commissions there, meaning that she has been and is still using AI assisted work without disclosing it. And as you can see here, it says, do not AI my art. And she links to her Patreon and she links to her Vgen. And right here, it says the AI policy. Short answer, not until AI models are built and implemented ethically, if you couldn't see that. I swear to God, this is just showing why, like, my other video is why it exists. So far, she had admitted to using AI references, and I asked to see the reference she used to check for tracing. And Ruru says, hey, can I see the reference? You know what? I'm gonna link so you guys can watch me draw instead of just read the text on screen. I'm gonna link it below so you guys can read for yourself, and I'm just gonna read over it. Ruru says, can I see the reference you used for this image? Gomi, I already had problems because I was getting very close references, and they told me it was AI before. Ruru, or any other picture you used to heavy reference for? Gomi, I don't save the photos, Ruru. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit you don't. What artist has not saved their fucking reference? I save shit that I see passing by as the maybe reference. Ruru, using a one-to-one reference isn't good either because it's not much different from tracing. Gomi, I realized that too. After that, I completely removed that instant referencing from my life. Okay, now I just pose my head and use 3D models. I'm about to rip off my nails too. Okay, girl, calm down. Ruru, it looks like you're regretting using heavy references. Gomi, no, seriously, being called AI has really hurt my pride. Ruru, if you take a one-to-one reference from AI, it's perfectly normal for people to say that it looks like AI because it becomes AI indirectly. Gomi, I never thought of it that way because I drew it myself, but you're right. She doesn't have any references to show, and here she says that she thought because she redrew the pictures, it still meant that it was her own art. Despite all that, it looked like she regretted using AI in her workflow. Oh, I hate that word so much. I'm gonna say artflow, okay? I'm gonna say artflow. But even after saying she stopped, and being associated with AI hurt her pride, she still had drawings that were AI assisted posted on her socials like Twitter, Vgen, and Patreon. Of course, undisclosed. I felt like she was not being honest with me. So I asked her. Ruru says, but if the situation upsets and bothers you so much, why are these drawings still on your page? People who can see them can just dismiss them as AI. Gomi, I don't actually have a habit of deleting posts. I generally post them and forget they exist, but you're right. It would be good if I deleted them. And then Ruru goes, and for an example, even when you thought, Ruru, and even, for example, even though, oh my God, Ruru, and for example, even though you said you stopped taking heavy references, a post from yours in May, the no-name fan art, looks like it's referenced. Unless you decided to stop using AI 2 to 3 months ago or so, this post makes your claim about you quitting using AI not convincing because you posted the AI referenced art for personal promotion. I talked to No Name about this situation too. I explained myself. That's Gomi says, I talked to No Name about the situation too. I explained myself. I also apologized if it looked that way. By the way, she did not apologize as confirmed by No Name. And yes, I quit about 2 months ago, which means she says that she quit using AI in August of 2025. I understand how it looks. I'll remove the images I heavily reference. I don't want to look like an artist who uses AI. So then she went to her profile and deleted her work on Twitter that looked like she was heavily referenced, but she did not delete anything from her Vgen or her Patreon, which should have been a priority since that's where the clients are looking. And if she said she stopped, why did Ruru make this doc? She goes, well, I wanted to trust her, so I let the matter go for a while, hoping that she would change. But recently I came across some of her posts on my Twitter feed and I wanted to check again. I saw that Vgen still had verified commissions that had AI involved in the art flow in her portfolio. And she posted suspicious art again on her socials. This bitch is like, girl, why are you doing this? Like, I feel that it's a competence issue. She's probably getting good money from Vgen. She's probably getting something. She's probably, I don't know where she lives, but wherever it is, she's getting probably American fucking money. Real quick though, an interesting Kickstarter campaign reached out to me recently, and I'm kind of excited to shout them out because they reached back to me in, I believe, November, and it's called Haven. This isn't just an artist safe space. It's building like a replacement for Instagram and TikTok. So if you guys, I'm sure you guys are familiar with that, but the massive difference is they do want to protect you and protect your art. One of the features that it has is automatic poisoning. And I know you guys have heard about me doing AI poison videos before, so they would just do this on their own, so you guys don't even have to worry about doing it or having a massive CPU, or GPU rather. And everything you upload onto Haven is basically going to be automatically poisoned for free. And if you are interested in helping them out, or moving onto their platform, they're going to have a move your content tool, so you can just move over and repost all of your stuff. Also, they are fighting against the algo speak. You guys, I'm sure you guys have heard, like the orange site or unalive. They want to kind of get rid of that. Now I'll have a link in the description for you guys to click on if you guys are interested in donating to the Kickstarter. It's already started, so anyway, let's get back to it. So she's totally fine selling AI for American dollars, probably. You know what? Before we even go further, I'm curious about her Vgen. All right, so this is in September of 2025. If you look here, I mean, I would not say this looks like her previous style. This does, to me, look like it's a little bit over processed, probably a little bit traced. I mean, it has that AI sheen on it, and the fingers look very detailed, like very, very detailed. When I look at this right here, these hands are drawn very poorly. They look like they're rubber hands. And you can see down here, she has some nasty lines. Clearly she's like paint by numbering, and then she's maybe like, it looks like cut and paste. Like when you look right here, this doesn't look good. Her line art looks like shit when her line art should be immaculate. I'll be honest, when I look over her Vgen, her style is even inconsistent. Like I could tell that she's trying to emulate an artist that she probably likes, their coloring style, but she's also using AI. So from thing to thing to thing like this, when was this done? February 2024. That is nothing like this. These two look different to me. This is different. This is different. Like even her chibis all look different. So it says that she's regretted using AI and did delete more of her recent AI assisted artworks from Twitter/X, and said that she stopped doing it in August 2025, but to this day, she uses AI on some of her commissions on her Vgen profile, and she still posts on her alt. She is also running a Patreon where she shares her not safe for work art, which is also AI assisted. This is one of her recent commissions that was done September 19th, 2025. And this was a Your Character Here. And this Your Character Here was created long before August and has the same skill gap as the examples above. So I'm positive that this is AI assisted. She deleted this Your Character Here offer on Vgen, yet still does commissions with this Your Character to this day. But when I went and I looked over her stuff, she didn't actually have it listed. She had no stuff listed. So I'm pretty sure the moment that this came out, she probably deleted it. On December, she was using the same Your Character Here from Vgen, but despite offering it on Vgen being gone, this means that she is still using AI to sell her work. And this one's in the thumbnail. Again, streaming mostly done art with the same Your Character Here, January 30th, 2026. This is what she did, working on a pretty lady on purple. I mean, it's that AI shit. I'm gonna skip over this part, but just trust me. You guys can look in the Google Doc. She was posting previews to gather her audience on Patreon. You can see this also doesn't look like her real art. It's most likely AI assisted. She also posted that she doesn't use AI, with frequent posts being anti-AI content as well. She literally made this January 28th where it says, maybe I make ugly drawings, but at least I don't use AI. She also commented on this, White VTuber Awards 2026, and says, always the AI sloppers, followed by calling out, this is AI and the artist is lying, don't be deceived. Unless they show the actual time lapse, I am not stupid and your sketch is not a sketch. An artist with a trained eye can notice you tracing over AI. Just a heads up, if you normally draw, why are you tracing AI? You look like a sore loser. I'm not gonna lie, I just kind of wanted to go to the post where she's talking mad shit and just see what she had to say. So Gomi gets very involved in this process, very, very involved. And he goes, the things that look odd. So she pointed out some images here, parts of it, like the lamp being really, really weird, this stuff in the background. And he goes, they provided a time lapse that does not have any drawing in it, but only the coloring, which is really odd. Like, where's your drawing progress, little bro? And then this is the part. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna make this part of the. I gotta make this part. I gotta do this. I gotta make this part of the thumbnail. It says, well, now to kill the account. Vgen.co/Akomi. Vgen, do your thing. Oh my god, it's so cringy. I'm 99% sure that they are tracing over AI and coloring the lines. I'm pretty sure that they're color dropping everything. Is that because that's what you do? Yeah, and the highlight in the eyes is wonky as fuck, and there's through thigh creases. Even the eyelashes are weirdly placed. I would not risk my money on something that's AI generated, bro. Oh my god. Girl. So apparently this is some of their, well, I mean, it does kind of look, that person's gone, so it is what it is. Thank you for posting this. Sadly, time lapses can be fake too. It can show progress to make it look like real art. Well, I swear to God, I need to make a video because you guys say that shit. You guys don't know the difference. So after all that performing, she makes this image here. And this is her Clip Studio Paint. So let's look at the time lapse. Is it just going to appear and everything's not going to be changed and she's not going to do anything? It's just going to be perfect. Yeah, look, it's just going to be perfect. Why did she draw? Hold on. Why? Okay. Here's my theory. My theory is that she drew, look at this. Hold on a second. Hold on. Do you guys think right here, do you guys see this? Like, I know on my screen it looks weird, but on your screen, I feel like there is a face there. Because why is she drawing the eyes so low? Like, there's something here. Look, she just adjusted it. I feel like, yeah, she's boring. Let's see, does she do the same thing? Does she color the lines? Yeah, she colors the lines up here a little bit. Oh, it looks like it says fuck up there. Okay, she's really putting it on, isn't she? Really putting it on. And look at that right there. Someone's like, this is AI made, don't call it art. I appreciate community notes. I'm sorry, but on this account, you cannot make me believe this is not some traced dog shit, bro. This is traced. So traced. And if she was supposed to stop in September, this is just some traced dog shit. Anyone saying that it's not, whatever, okay. I don't even know why anyone would trust her afterwards. Yeah, right here it says, she claimed to quit using AI in August, but this was posted on June 17th, 2025. Fuck AI, but still use it? Okay. This is the post, quote, retweet. This is also before 2025. She was still using AI in her workflow. I'm pretty positive this, I know. I'm not going to show it because I feel like it's a little bit too graphic, but it is definitely AI assisted. You should definitely check for yourself. Some people could already recognize the AI and call her out sometimes. This is just how my Discord members knew. Because the Turkish community is small, word spread fast about dramas like this. She was already known to use AI in the Turkish community. Look, is this AI slop? The fingers look really off. No, it's my art. Girl, you just a printer. So apparently there's this person named No Name. I don't know who that is. I don't know if No Name is supposed to be anonymous or it's another YouTuber or something. This is when I reached out to No Name. Gomi had told me that she apologized to No Name about the fan art she did for No Name that looked like AI, and here's her DMs with No Name. Would you like a Christmas picture? And she shows this. Oh my god. Oh, Gomi, what is your secret? How are you speeding up like that? It looks amazing, but the booba should be bigger. That is a shading thing. The character she was drawing has very big boobs like F cup. She didn't seem inclined to change her sketch using a weird excuse that doesn't make sense, possibly because the reference she is using had small breasts. No Name noticed how Gomi's art quality didn't quite match her previous art and how she wasn't willing to do changes like boob size. These are red flags that led to No Name to confront Gomi, which then resulted in Gomi admitting AI usage. This fan art was posted on December 29th, 2024 and is now deleted. Gomi, are you using AI to reference your art? I do sometimes, yeah, but I draw them again with my own hands. I don't like taking them as literal references. Well, make sure you use different references as well, otherwise you can accidentally train yourself to doing the same mistakes AI does. That is exactly what I was talking about in my previous video. And if you're watching this and you haven't watched that, you definitely need to watch that. Because every time you use an AI reference and it's like nothing else, you're literally just making yourself an AI printer. I would rather slip on ice than do AI mistakes on my own human-made art. I would never. Gomi admits to using AI in her art flow here in December 2024. No Name was not informed until they asked. There isn't a sincere apology as Gomi claimed either. No Name does not support AI and states it publicly. So Gomi made fan arts using AI for No Name, knowing that they're against it. That's why No Name asked if Gomi was using AI, since they also found that Gomi's art is suspicious and wanted to check with her. All the artwork that was made for No Name is now deleted from Gomi's profile. Of course it is. I'll actually talk a little bit from here and I'll just put some pictures up for you guys. But why I think Gomi isn't only referencing, but referencing one-for-one or tracing to this day. Her art skills without any AI is vastly different from her AI-assisted ones. She doesn't have any proper art videos showing her sketch phase, and her streams usually start with half-done art. She doesn't show any of the images she says she's referencing from, so it's likely trace or one-for-one reference. And then there's the issue of the skill gap. Her real art, which I kind of showed already, and her AI-assisted art. This is her real art. And this was in November. And as you can see, like, a part of me, this is what I think, okay? Just hear me out. I think even this is AI. Now, the reason why I think this is AI is because the body shape is a little too, it's too much for me to believe she didn't use it to assist herself in some way, and now she's taking on the AI features in her work. And while she might have colored it separately, so she's coloring it on her own, she still did get stuff from AI because she's been using it for over a year now. But this is more of a sloppy AI traced over sketch, I believe, personally. Because down here, the hand is shit. The hand is shit. And this hand is also shit. And I don't even know why she has back here lit up. I don't even know why. It's probably maybe an artistic choice, but I believe this is also assisted. You know what? Let's look at it a little bit closer. All right, we're gonna go look deep. All right, so we know she did sloppy coloring, and she's using AI to color stuff now. So, well, not color, but because one of the things about AI tracing is that she's using that achromatic apparition or whatever that is. She's using that here. But the thing is this is weird to me because I believe that this is what I think. I think she tried to generate this picture, and the hand was done okay. The hand was easy enough to finish, right? On her own. Because I'm having a hard time believing this anatomy here. It's just, I think it's a half and half. I think this is probably AI assisted, where she took a majority and then she traced over it, because I'm seeing what I believe to be a little bit of scratchiness right here, like right here. And these fingers ain't it. They ain't it. It's skill gap shit. And I'm not talking about, I'm talking like, how could she draw this thigh, but these knees? You know what I mean? So I don't believe this is fully even her artwork. So let's look at something that, you know, this is also AI assisted, but it's more hers, I guess. All right, so here's the other one. Let's look. You know what I think she might be doing a little bit? I think that she might be doing a little photo bashing, right? Just a little bit. I think that, okay. This is traced, but it's also a photo bash, because I feel that she is not confident enough to draw her faces. This is why I'm suspicious, right? I feel that this is not clear. This tongue is not clear. This mouth is too JPEG-y for me, right? And it's like, it feels pasted on. I feel she pasted this on. She drew this because this is her eyes. But I feel like there's also some weird thing going on here. I'm just not sure about this, because you see this line here, it doesn't meet back over here. You know what I mean? It goes up here, and you'd assume there should be a line right here, but it's down here instead, and there's no sloping either. So, and she uses like, okay, she also has these harsh black lines like that. I do a little bit of this too, okay? So I'm not saying that this is like, oh, you figured it out. I'm saying that some of it doesn't make sense, because like, the reason why I think she copied and pasted some of the stuff on the face is because, like, see this right here? This is literally what would be pencil line, right? And this shouldn't even be there. But this is more like an airbrush stroke. So I think this parts of the face are just pasted on. Like, I think she did this. She didn't do this. This right here looks weird. But look, she's got this like black outline over it. Like this, like it's part of her style. And I do black outlines too. But where she chooses to have these black outlines is a little suspicious to me. Because it feels like see that right there? Like, see that? Where it just ends and then it goes around? Doesn't it feel like copy pasted in a little bit? Like, look at that. Isn't that sloppy? Like, why would you, like, when you back out, it looks weird even backed out. I feel like this was this is definitely pasted in somehow. I'm just not sure how. I think it's layers of pasted in because her line, like, this is shit, bro. For someone, like, when you look from far away, it seems okay. But I think what's the AI assist part, I think, is the pose, the lighting, the skin color. I think she did do this hair, but I think that there was AI hair at one point and she needed to fix it because she's kind of proving herself using AI. Like, look right here. Look, there's light here up on her thigh. When her body is over, that shouldn't even be there. It's supposed to be like here and down here, which is correct. Here, which is correct. All this, but why this? And then why also on her back? That's why I said she's like tracing some shit. It's clear she's tracing some shit here. Absolutely. But she's also pasting in stuff. That's what I think. I don't even, her lines are shit. I feel bad for whoever paid for this. And here we have two more that are side by side. Oh God, I wish I could see them. Are they linked? Hold on. This is another one that was put up there. I believe this is her true style. I do. I believe this painting, it fits what I believe that she does. I believe this is her real art. Her real art's, you know what? I would even pay for her real art. This art's a little bit cute, but clearly she has issues with hands. You could tell right here, she drew the hand here, but it's really, really terrible. And the other one's hidden. So she's probably gaining painter skill, but she's not getting enough anatomy skill. But she should be really practicing because this is actually pretty decent. The rest, this is, whoo boy. This is something she did at the beginning of the year. This is definitely some AI shit, some AI trace shit. Especially you could tell like she's just learning how to do this AI trace shit and paint in this way. So if you look at these, look at this right here in these ears and this right here and this right here. This is definitely not her previous work. Here's another piece. Here's this compared to this. And here's two pieces that are 20th versus the 25th. Sorry, these are 7 days apart. These two coming up, I believe. Okay, so this is AI assisted. This is AI assisted because I don't really believe that she's able to do all this, and she does that ugly shit where she doesn't know how to fix the problems, so she just uses this dark black lines on stuff, trying to make her style like new. I guess that's the point. So this was on the 20th of April 2025. I mean, I think this is more AI assisted than her work because there's too much going on. There's too much going on that I don't believe that she did. And this one is mostly AI. I would believe that she pasted in parts and painted over parts because I just don't believe whatsoever that she 100% drew this. I don't. I think this is closer to a full AI trace, but pasted in parts. You know what? I want to look a little bit deeper. Hold on. Yeah, I believe that this is more of a AI. Yeah, this is more of an AI trace, in my opinion. It's like inconsistent again. Like, look right here. She's been doing harsh black lines, but now this is like a softer stroke. And then she does up here now. She figured that out finally. Yeah, there's no way that she drew this. There's no way that she did significant drawing on this. I would have to watch her make something of this caliber to believe that she didn't do a lot of photo bashing and trace over to make this happen. Like, here's two extra right here, December 9th and January 25th. This is not even, it's not 2 months after. It's like literally like maybe less than a month. This is completely different. I believe that she probably used some AI assistance in this. I would say maybe traced over just the pose. This is maybe 3D models, probably, I believe that. Because this is, I don't know, this feels too organic to me. But her hands, this girl can't draw hands, so she ain't learning how to draw hands. She's avoiding it. But this is not this. She's like, this shows that she's like attempting to try something new. And this shows that she's clearly traced, like this is very, too much of a skill gap for me. But these were two, oh, she took them down. Both are verified commissions on Vgen. Oh yeah, they are, look. They were, she took them down. She took down all of her stuff. She must have done that recently after this came out, I think. This is almost posted Nimbus. And literally right after I was about to get ready to post this today, I found this where Ruru had posted even more that there's DMs about her bad commissioning. So we're going to have to go over that too. So there was a rushed commission followed by ghosting. So there is this VTuber Mochi Mochi commissioned Gomi on Vgen after seeing her commission another VTuber in 2024. Mochi wanted a similar style and commissioned Gomi, but the piece she received didn't look anything similar to what she asked for and seemed rushed. So this is what she asked for, and this is what she got. This is some AI shit. We all know that already, but anyway, it says here, so I paid for a surprise delivery commission. This was the art that I saw her do for I can't even say it. After she posted this on Twitter, she was like, should I do more commissions like this? And then shortly she opened them. I ended up paying $40 for it. I was expecting the style, but sadly I did not get that. So here is the character reference. She wanted the ears down like this, so she sent the image below, which is this one. I know it might be a little bit hard to see. So it says here that Mochi felt like her commission was rushed because this is... Oh, Jesus Christ, hold on. Can I zoom in? Okay, I got it so I can zoom in. Look at this. This is what she asked for, and this is what she got. This bitch didn't even try. So this is the ear she wanted, and this is what... She didn't even try. She just generated some shit, traced over it to make it look like the character a little bit. Because what is this? What is this? You can see that the Mochi blob is not shaped correctly. The ears look sketchy and the other parts as well, while the sample had more proper lines. Mochi then reached out to Gomi on Vgen for his dissatisfaction. Hi, Angel Pup. I have a question about my surprise delivery. I ordered it based off of the image I saw posted on your Twitter. When I went to see mine today, I was very unhappy about the quality. Is there a reason why these two photos are both so different in quality? I also noticed that her bottom right thigh forgot to be colored in the right below. She had a very filled up design. That's why I had to pay more attention. My personal opinion is that I shaded yours more, but if you are unhappy with this, I could certainly retouch on it later this week. And she pointed out the issues right here. Sorry, but I feel like this piece was rushed and not treated with the same care. I circled the parts of the thigh where it's missing color. It's just white. The Mochi and the ears are also rushed. You say that you shaded mine more, but the thighs are not shaded at all. I'm just a bit upset because I was really looking forward to this piece. Thank you for offering a touch-up. I really appreciate it. Unfortunately, after this, Gomi ghosted her, and the commission review period ended on Vgen. Ooh. Mochi didn't receive any touch-up as promised, or any updates. Mochi left a 1-star review. Good. Good. Fuck her, man. What an asshole. And it says, all the circle parts on my commission I felt were very poor quality. Overall, this is the most poorly rushed commission I have ever received. I hope that other clients get justice, and I really hope that she gets a warning of some sort of consequences because it's not right to take people's money for rush, sloppy work. Don't rush and take on a lot of commissions because you're thinking about the money. You also have to think about the client and what makes a work that reflects how much you love your art, how much you care about the client as well. And there's the proof of payment that she did pay about $45 for the commission. A giveaway winner that did not get their art. Gomi and a few other artists have made a studio called Mellow Studio back in 2023, June. There's a Vgen link here. Let me go look, hold on. Okay, so it doesn't really have anything and it's basically inactive. Okay. It says Gomi was drawing, Unknown was rigging the art. They were offering VTuber assets, models, etc. Around January 2024, they created a chibi VTuber model called Mellow Chibi with Gomi suggestions. They have made an art/rig raffle for these chibi models to boost up their product. Raffle was held on the 7th of January 2024. The winner did not get their model for 10 months, so they decided to text on October 19th, 2024. It says, it's been a while and I was wondering if this is still happening. If not, it's okay. I just wanted to know. And she links the person. He goes, yeah, it'll be happening. I have you on my calendar. I have picked back up school, so I've been quite busy. Oh, that's okay. Take your time. And then, so in October is when she poked. And then she poked back in 2025 in March and says, hey, I just wanted to check in no way to bother you. I'm just curious as to when we can expect to get this started. I recently had a design update, so I just wanted to check in. Again, no rush. I know you said I was on your calendar, but I was just curious. The winner ended up not getting their art after 1 year. They also didn't even get a reply from Gomi. The rigger Unknown was very upset at Gomi for not providing the art since it was a collab raffle, so they stopped working together. Mellow Studio became inactive. Unknown then reached out to the winner. Hello, I hope you're doing fine. I'm sorry for the sudden DM. I don't know if you remember me, but another artist had this giveaway for a free Mellow model a while back, and you have won the giveaway. However, since the giveaway, me and the other artist stopped communicating, and I've realized that since around September 2024 that she still has not drawn your model. I kindly reminded them a couple of times, but it seems like she won't be bothered by it. Though I don't like deceiving people, so if you would be okay with it, I'd like to make you a chibi model after my current comms are done as a little apology gift, like a chibi icon, if that's okay. Would you be able to send me your reference sheet? And she goes, yeah, I do remember. I did check in with her a few times with no response. When I get home, I'll send you my references. Of course, in the end, you did win, and it might take me some time due to health issues, but I'm very slow, and I will provide you with updates. I'm sorry again that this happened. So that was the DMs between Unknown and the person. So it says here, my design is getting a rework, so this is the reference that we're working with right now. Also, if it's possible, can we keep this a secret? That would be much appreciated. I have not revealed any new design stuff to my audience. Also, here are the DMs, not much. I didn't want to be pushy, but they did say I was on their calendar. Most recent message went unanswered. Also 3 times. It may be easier to get a hold of me on Discord. Unknown is currently working on the model for the winner, both art and rigging, because she felt responsible, even though the art part was supposed to be done by Gomi, and since Gomi ghosted, Unknown took it on. Unknown and Gomi cut ties, and Gomi has hosted more raffles. Alright, so this is her current Vgen commission queue. Holy shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 pieces. All AI shit. And these have been waiting since 2023. Poorly done model. Alright, so here is the model, I guess. It has 3 different outfits. Sort of like 3 different outfits. Sort of 3 different 3 different outfits. Okay. On the 3rd, the client asked for thigh-high socks, but they were unsatisfied with the result. I mean, look at it. She looks like she's got hooves. I'm sorry. I know you guys can hear Cube yowling in the background for no reason. He's just angry. This was the final delivery, and the client, despite paying $1,000, is not using the model. Proof of payments. And it shows right here, $867.02. She got it in a few months. Oh, God. What a fucking dick, dude. Gomi's a dick. I hope she gets her Vgen taken down. Oh, my God. She started another project. This bitch has gotta quit. During October 24th, she launched another project under their studio called Fawn Studio. This studio makes VTuber models, and Gomi is the artist. The project was Fruit Gals, and it was an audition-based VTuber model giveaway with some rules. Don't worry if you didn't get in, there will be much more chances to win different themes. Okay. And the rules went like, let's see. What benefits will I receive? A VTuber model ready to use? VTuber graphics are love and support. New friends. Do I receive a salary wage? No, we're not a company. We will just support you and uplift you. Any money you receive from streams is all yours. We cannot provide a salary to any person. Are Gomi and someone a part of the group? No, we will be parents of the group, but we are not a part of itself. Do I get to keep the model and assets for myself in case I leave the group? Nope. If you decide to leave the group, you won't be able to keep the model and any assets that belong to that design. We reserve the right to keep the model and give it to someone else. Alright. So basically, the girls who passed the audition would why? Is she doing it because she's trying to get more followers and make a VTuber studio so that she can like get more attention on her art? Because that's the only reason I can think of it. Anyways, those who patched the free VTuber models as well as the additional graphics, but if they decide to leave, they can't use it anymore. Of course, one of the girls reached out to me to talk about their experience. She gathered us, and Zumi's model was ready first, which she then gave to Zumi. They wanted all the girls to debut together, so Zumi waited. I'll send you screenshots of whenever Gomi gave updates. Peach was also done, but Gomi didn't give it to her, and then she started working on Ferret. I'm literally foaming at the mouth. You don't understand. I'm so excited. A Fruit Gal Nation, wake up. I'm awake partially. I'm here. It's gorgeous. The final member, the leopard, but then the updates just stopped. After the updates stopped, the girls waited a bit and then decided to reach out to raise their concerns. Hey, @Gomi. I'm sending this message on behalf of me and the girls and would like to say that we're all tired of the non-responsiveness, lack of communication, and broken promises and lack of care. We all joined this group as people who needed leverage to stream, all looking forward to the promises of a free model and design, also a group of people that like each other. But due to the lack of communication and progress on the model side of things, it fell off. Content would have been made if we knew the models were being worked on and would have been finished, and even more so with them. But since we didn't get that communication, no one continued to put forth the effort into things that we were pretty sure weren't going to happen. I'm grateful to be someone who got a model, but I'm very upset with how my new group of friends feel very uncared about. They didn't get any of their models and they were basically lied to. Also, this is the main reason why so-and-so left, because she felt like she didn't get the consideration she deserved. I hope what you take out of this will be, don't bite more off than you can chew. You can't promise someone something and then just expect them to be okay with it when you stop working on that thing because you're bored. I am also speaking from this as a standpoint of knowing people have paid Gomi to make them things and she still hasn't finished them in months and months after. If you aren't prepared to give them a full refund, that can lead to serious backlash in the future. Me, so-and-so, and so-and-so would have understood if the models had taken a month to finish, but it is now 8 months. Not only that, Gomi has just previously brought it up again and has stopped responding once more. If this project was too hard to handle, you can just say so, and most of us can just move on and stop hanging off on empty promises. If you would seriously like to commit to this group, you also need to communicate that and fix these issues. But at this rate, I don't even know if anyone would be willing to be in a group again due to how long it's been. The reason why they are saying we would have understood if the models had taken a month to finish, but it's now been 8 months, is because Fawn Studio had posted that they can and deliver models in a week. Oh, they replied to Iron Mouse. Hello, we are a small 3-people studio that are able to produce a VTuber model with good quality in around a week. Here is our most recent models, and they show these two. Finishing a whole VTuber model in good quality, both art and rig, in about a week is a big claim. As many of you know, that making a model is very time consuming. This is why many artists and riggers ask for more time. This is Gomi and the rigger's response. Oh my goodness. I apologize for the lack of communication on my end. I am very overworked and do my best keeping up with everything. Art is my only income and I have to keep working most of the time. That being said, I have finished 3 of the models and already have sent them over to so-and-so. I am not blaming her for this. She also has her own commissions that she needs to work on. Please do keep in fact that Fruit Gills is a passion project on my end. I do not gain anything from making you models. I understand you, I really do, but I am booked until September and I'm drawing constantly for the last model also. I have started drawing her. I don't usually have time to just sit down for days, work on only one thing since I have commissions that hit me constantly. Isn't that your fault though? Isn't that your fault? Like, if this is a passion project, then maybe you shouldn't have started it until you already had the models made and then you would already have everything set up, because this is damn silly. She's like, well, I have commissions and I'm busy till September. Bitch, it's June. It's June. And you started even before that. You're just leading people on, starting some shit. Anyway, I was hoping to finish her later this month since I am done with my year for school. Okay, nobody lied about anything. I told you guys from the start that I would do my best and I am doing so. I am still sorry that you guys felt not cared for. I never wanted this. All I wanted was to be able to help you guys grow and make content the way you guys wish to make. And then somebody is replying here. Sorry for the late reply. I totally understand where you guys are coming from. And I want to apologize for how this project has been handled. Both me and Gomi started this thing as a passion project. Back when we started, our own personal circumstances were quite different. Gomi is in school, grinding for her finals, and also working at commissions to generate income. My own circumstances have changed as well. Back when Gomi invited me to help her, I was doing live 2D part-time, and I didn't have that many commissions, so I had time to take up unpaid work. Now I am doing this full-time and need to work on paid stuff to pay my bills. That doesn't mean that I've stopped wanting to work on Fruit Gals. I have been working as much as I can on the other models, and I had so-and-so finished, but wasn't happy with the rig, so I wanted to redo it. I have been working on so-and-so in between comms and my free time. Both me and Gumi are a little bit overworked. This is of course no excuse in how you guys ended up being treated. I'm apologize that this has been stretched out for so long. I am doing my best to make sure you guys get good quality models and not something that is rushed and looks like shit. But after this, there was no updates, so the girl left one by one, except for the first girl who was able to get her model. And then around August, she goes, Gomi, I'm sorry, but I'm pulling out because I'm in corporate hell, but you got this. So I'm going to pull out as well. I've got other shit in life to focus on, and I just frankly can't keep waiting on the possibility of this being a thing. So yeah, best of luck, but call me a shark on Shark Tank because I'm out. And there was no response to those messages. I just don't understand her problem. She's kind of she can't be trusted. Also, she's really dumb. She's really dumb for this. I would not, I can't even fathom commissioning her myself. On top of using AI too. So it says here, in conclusion from Ruru, I am positive that Gomi still uses AI in her workflow, despite saying that she regrets it and has quit as of August 2025. As you can see in the document, she is still posting AI-assisted commissioned work as of December 1st, 2025. I think that the customers and her followers deserve to know the transparency of her workflow. Not everyone wants to buy AI images or AI-assisted art. I hope this becomes the opportunity for her to finally come clean and draw without using it. She ain't gonna do that. This bitch ain't gonna do that. So what I'm going to say here is I usually don't tell people to report an account on Vgen, but it does need to be reported. So I'm going to link her Vgen as the comment on this video. Y'all gonna have to do your due diligence and go there and report that shit. Report her for using AI. Use this document, paste it in there. This person has 34,000 fucking followers. She can't be allowed to continue to work this way. Cannot. She cannot. She needs to disclose it in her profiles and stop her activities on Vgen where people come to buy human art. And to Gomi, this is what Ruru says. I was happy to have a Turkish art friend, and I really wanted to believe in you. Since the Turkish art community is already constantly in chaos, it felt really nice to have someone to talk to. But as time passed, I realized that you weren't being honest with me and yourself. I'm not normally a person who writes docs like these, but I felt secondhand responsibility since I'm also Turkish from the same community, and I hope that you will come clean. Now, as far as this document goes, what do I think overall? I think that a plethora of her work is like, I feel like I need to give an example because I feel like maybe you guys don't understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm going to do somewhat of a demo of what I believe that she is actually doing. I don't know why I believe this is it. It's just, I feel like this is probably it. So you guys can watch me a little bit and I'll talk about something else. So, all right. What I think she's doing is I do believe that she is painting over like the eye area. So let's get some kind of soft brush. Let me get this. And she's probably just erasing these two eyes, right? She's correcting the hair a little bit. So this would actually be super easy. So now what she does is I'm going to try to do, excuse me. I know this is going to be very rough, but just hear me out. Just hear me out, okay? I'm going to draw my own, or am I? Or am I? Okay. I suck at this, so y'all just gonna have to. All right. Sorry, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've been on this thing. All right, so this is like my art style, right? I'm gonna draw my eyes. Oh my god, this sucks. Sorry. I didn't usually think that I was gonna have this problem. I didn't even test this before I started. So, all right. So this is what I think she's doing right here. Excuse the sloppiness of it, okay? It's more about the tutorial, okay? So, and we all know that because I am all about drawing things my way, so it would stay within my style, right? We're gonna have to do it like this. All right. No, I would need to do, that's not even my nose. There we go. Close enough. This is what I think she's doing. I think that she might do a little bit of paint over, just a little bit, just enough. But she's changing parts of it that are easy to change. And then I'm not saying all of them. I'm saying some of them definitely are done like this. because she doesn't have the skill to fix some of the images, and some of them are just good enough that she can pass it over by doing stuff like adding, for some reason, adding those dark black lines like it was going to do something like this. So you could see that she actually did some work. I've seen AI done, like people who have traced over AI images. I've seen them do something like this so they can prove that they actually touched it up. So they can prove so that there's something that's partly theirs. So you see what I mean? So I think this is what she's doing overall in some of her pictures. I know this is very sloppy and looks like shit, but yes. And I wanted to say, I think it's very, very important for you guys to really look at AI images sometimes. Just really look them over. And what I would do if you're not very good at like guessing if someone's using AI under their works, like just look at their previous works and check AI images, because the thing is they like to pick that hyper anime style that's real popular, real easy to generate on any website like Night Cafe or PixAI. You get credits for free that you can just use. Because I believe that she's using Stable Diffusion. And Stable Diffusion is real easy. You can just download it, or you can go on some website and some website can do it for you. Some websites even have Laura's. Clearly she can't draw Shy Lily. She can't draw Shy Lily's character. Shy Lily's character is too complicated for her. And did you guys notice that she didn't really draw any characters in any complicated outfits? She always drew them in some kind of down outfit, some kind of cozy something, never in the outfit that they come in. Any of her fan art never has characters that are in the outfits they're supposed to be in. They're always like in a hoodie or some type of that's another thing that I feel is almost like one of the standards. Like, are they able to draw a character in the same character's outfit without, can they draw anything that's not fucking jeans and a t-shirt type shit? Because AI can't do fucking clothes good. Like complicated clothes, it can't do it. It might generate the character, but if it has complicated clothing, it probably can't do it. That's just my opinion. And I'm not saying everybody, I'm saying if this person has shown to be able to draw, like they've drawn fan art before of a character that has a complicated outfit, and now all of a sudden they've switched to doing what is essentially Gooner art, and the characters are wearing almost nothing or the same tight. Apparently she also has a apology, and we're gonna read that real quick. I'm sorry for taking this long to address all of this. I had some time to myself and had to calm down before making a statement to the matters at hand. I would like to start apologizing to all my clients that feel wronged by me using AI as reference for their artworks. You mean tracing? I will be transparent in my art process. No, she ain't. Going forward and have clear communication with my clients to make sure that they are satisfied with their commissions they will be getting. If any of my ongoing commissions have paid for their commissions and want their refunds, I will be giving you refunds. Also, if any of my commissioners want their progress recorded for full transparency, didn't she not do that before already? It means that they will feel more secure about the commission. I will also be posting them on YouTube as an unlisted playlist, so there will be a recording while I'll be doing work. This is not an excuse. I have been really busy. Girl, no. You don't get to say I've been busy. You don't get to say I've been busy. You can't say, well, I was using AI. I can't. No, you were not honest. You just wanted the money, and that's exactly what it looks like. Some of my works have been rushed because of this. I have been very irresponsible with my scheduling and have been getting help on scheduling moving forward. I'm also thankful for the people who have been waiting patiently for oh yeah, all that 21? Dude, fuck off. I'm sorry I took as long as I did to get them done. I'm sorry for disappointing everyone, and I promise to do better moving forward, but I kind of want to go over the Twitter because it's funny. And you guys saw how little that text was. Someone's first reply was, all this wait for a text you could have written on Twitter, and you're quoting the second doc, which issues you didn't even address? I sincerely hope this is not a fake apology, just to calm the situation, and that you really do plan on No, she ain't. Come on. No, come on. You didn't address the raffle stuff with the past client who purchased AI-assisted work without knowing. If rebuilding trust is the goal, taking full accountability is the first step. I believe those situations should be acknowledged and refunded properly too. She can't refund that stuff. You know why she can't refund that stuff? Because she ain't got the money for that. She's been taking that commissions, and then she started using AI because she wanted to get more money because she thought it would be faster. The lack of accountability you're taking about actual problems feels like you're not sad about the mistakes or disappointing people you worked with. Instead, you're just sad you got caught. Yup. This is bigger than the AI allegations. I have a question about the ghosting and hosting raffles and not giving a reward. You only address the AI reference using AI. I'm going to read the doc, waiting to find out why you lied. I'm interested in knowing what happened in that. Mind. Yeah, it's ironic, I suppose, but I'm more interested in knowing how cases like yours originate. I could tell you. Seriously, did you just make a doc for a little bit of text? You guys want to know why she got her origin story all fucked up? Well, it's because she had a little bit of a cute style, right? A little bit cute. People liked it, and then they wanted it. And then she saw that she was getting more commissions. But then she didn't have the time to continue taking as much effort as it takes to finish commissions. Started using AI straight up directly and painting over it poorly or tracing it to make up for it. Because the quality is, there's a huge skill gap between what she can do and what she can't do. And she wanted to make this her full-time job and go to school. Like, I'm telling you right now, you can't, as a person who's done it, okay? You can't be a full-time worker and full-time school without losing something in between. I've fucking done it. You are spent, you're burnt out, you can't fucking do it. You have to choose one or the other. She was either gonna have to stop taking commissions and go to school, or she was going to have to do something part-time, which should have been school part-time, because you can totally swing that. Doing full-time work and part-time school, you can do that. You don't need to go to school full-time. That's what I believe that she's doing. She has finals and all this stuff. She's just wasting her own time. Everything. So I'm over it. But if you guys want to look over another video of how to stop using AI references and why they're bad for you, I have a whole video that you guys can just go watch right after this one. And if you want to see another person who's tracing, I do have a video about a person tracing. I think you guys need to look at Philil. I always suggest her video because she did various amount of tracing, and I think if you just get familiar with how tracers do things, like when they're trying to pass something off as their own, it might help you. All right, I hope you guys liked the video, and please, if you could hype it, that would be really cool. And if you could comment, that'd be awesome. Please, this needs to get around because I feel she needs to be held accountable. So please share this with people. Please quote retweet it, post it on your socials. This person needs to stop having a Vgen account. They need straight up. They can't be using it this way anymore. All right. See you guys later. Bye.